MICAH Beats activated.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go. Just another day on the couch, talking about all the problems of today. Welcome back to another episode of Just Therapy. I am your host, comedian Sean Boyd, and it's another beautiful Monday evening, y'all. Let's go. Listen, I'm excited. I'm always excited about any guest I bring on, but I don't think I can even describe how excited I am about my guest tonight. This is my motherfucking little brother. This man. I don't even know what else to say. This dude is definitely an internet sensation, hilarious as hell, good friend of mine, my main man, Ben motherfucking Palmer, aka Palmertrolls, in the building. What up, baby?
Internet sensation.
Internet motherfucking sensation.
Least favorite compliment of all time.
Is it really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was about to go.
You're like, I love this guy. He's my best friend. What? I love this guy. He's my best friend. He's an internet sensation. The end. Come on. Oh shit! I gotta turn my notifications off. My sound off. Hang on. I'm trolling in the background.
Of course.
Gotta close the window up.
Timmy in the building. What's going on, Timbuktu? Welcome in, brother. He gonna say motherfucking sensation.
Thanks.
Yeah. Uncle Phil in the building. What up, baby? He said Dan looked like he lives in a tree house.
This is a tree house. I built this tree house when I was 12 years old.
Just so you can live in that shit now?
Yep.
Oh, man. Listen, if you do not know who my guy is, you need to go to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all
LinkedIn.
that shit. Huh?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Yep.
Pornhub.
Yep. I got a couple followers on Pornhub. I only got one video out. It got banned, so I can't.
One video out because it got banned.
It was some treehouse kind of shit, you know.
Hey, but if you don't know nothing about him, I'll give you a quick sneak peek. Here you go.
I'm on a mission to become artificial intelligence. I started by buying the domain photogenerator.ai, and then my friend and I made a website that looks like one of those AI generative photo makers where you type a description and it sends you back an image that looks like what you described. And once we had the site set up, we bought search engine ads for it, so when people searched for an AI photo maker, they ended up on photogenerator.ai. Like this person who said, I need a high-speed jet boat ripping through the water explosions in the background. I said, okay, no problem. Do you like boats? They said, yeah. I said, okay, cool, me too. Here's one of my favorite boats. Can you put explosions in the background? Yes, no problem. Your image is ready. Another person wanted San Jose, California before urbanization. I said, sure thing, around what year? They said 1915. Okay, 1 second. Are you ready for this? Another person said black and orange headphones with no words in it, black background. So I said, your image is ready. And they said, pinche pendejo. One person wanted silver lace Wyandottes, which is a type of chicken. So I said, when do you need this by? And they said, in 30 seconds. I said, wow, that's like pretty soon. I said, if you give me more time, I can return a better quality image. They said, nah, I'm not concerned about quality. Well, you came to the right place. They said, wow, this doesn't seem very AI. You're currently under the basic package. Would you like to switch to professional? They said, LOL, no, this picture will work just fine for her retirement card, thanks. I said, as a courtesy, we upgraded you from basic to professional. In my first attempt to become AI, I got the website address cjatgpt.com. So if anyone made a typo and accidentally typed G instead of H, they would end up on my site, which looked just like ChatGPT. Not too many people made typos, but I found that most of the people who ended up on CJAT were from countries where ChatGPT is banned, like China. This person said, can you please give me one funny story? I said, sure, it's going to take about 16 months for me to write that though. You good to hang out for a minute? They said, yes. I said, okay, cool, see you in 16. In the meantime, do you need help with anything else? Then they sent me something in Chinese and I had to get it translated. I saw it meant short video story script. So I said, okay, 1 second. And they said, okay, please fast. I said, okay, calm down, gosh. And then I sent them this story, Interior Studio Once Upon a Time End. I said, do you like the story? They said, no, I need 500 letters. So I said, okay, I went with the letter A. Then they said they wanted me to write them an article on global climate change. So I just tried to tell them, I said, just go to ChatGPT's actual website. I'm too lazy to write an article. And they said, I need your help. So then I tried to tell them, I said, this is not a real ChatGPT. It's just a joke. And they said, this is no joke. So then I went to the actual ChatGPT and had them write me an article on global climate change. And I sent it to them and they said, okay, thanks. Good night, GPT. So at this point, I'm just doing work for ChatGPT. Eventually, Google decided to shut cjatgpt.com down. So I had to make a new ChatGPT lookalike site. And one person went to that site and said, how can I make $1 million this year? I said, there's various ways of making $1 million. You could do it legally or illegally. It's about your perspective on what constitutes as a crime. They said, show me. I said, you could sell stolen goods. They said, like what? I said, cars, trucks, watches. What else? You could own your own company. What kind of company? A company that sells stolen goods. How do I find stolen goods? I've got a guy I can put you in contact with. Okay, sounds good. Send me his contact. He contacts you, you don't contact him. Okay, so what, do you need my phone number, email? That won't be necessary. So I have a new ChatGPT lookalike website now, and I'm developing some new AI models like Mathematics AI. This person came to Mathematics AI and sent this problem. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of hard being AI, and I just have to be honest with people sometimes. So I said, honestly, I have no fucking idea. Here's where I'll be over the next few months. If you see one of my live shows, you'll see some of the old classics, but then I'll also do some stuff that I've never posted on the internet before. Thanks for watching, see you later.
Could you hear me talking during that?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I seen your mouth moving though.
I was trying to say it along with it. Which one? Man, that was a long video. I forgot about some of those. I forgot about a couple of those. But yeah, I wonder which one people like. Do you have a particular one that you liked, Sean?
Out of that 4-minute clip?
Yeah.
Man, they was all dope as fuck. The one with the stolen goods though.
You like that one?
Yo, that shit was funny. Because he was like, I'll put you in contact with him. And he was like, well, what's his number? No, he contacts you. You don't contact him.
Yeah.
And then he was like, what? Email, phone number?
Won't be necessary. I need to make a video about over just that one, I think, and then actually should try it on stage because I haven't tried that on stage before. I didn't know if it would work. It's a lot of trial and error process because I do live shows too, and I do these bits on stage. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that though. And the Chat GPT though, and then the mathematics one. I don't know. He was like, I have no fucking clue.
I need to do another one. I'm always trying to make new ones. There's another AI that came out that summarizes novels for you, so you can type in like War and Peace, and then it'll give you like a summary. And if I do a fake one of those, I can be like, that book's boring. That's a boring book. The end. Or just write whatever I can try to come up with.
Right.
Trying to do all these different AI impersonators.
That's hilarious. If they want a summary of Catcher in the Rye, you're gonna be like, white dude says nigga a whole bunch. The end.
There you go. You're hired. You're hired. I'm bringing you on the team. Okay, don't play the laugh track for yourself now. That is so egotistical. How arrogant is that? You play the laugh track for yourself, man. That's fucked up. What was that? The fucking smoke alarm? Turn that shit off, man. Put the blunt out. Put the incense out. The microwave in the background or something, man. You got hot boxes going.
That's hilarious. So people that don't know you, like I know you. So you started. When did you start doing comedy?
When I was almost 22, the day before I turned 22. So that's how I always remember. I was still 21 as the last day of being 21. I did an open mic at the Funny Stop, Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, and then went from there.
Damn,
moved around. Mm-hmm.
I forgot you was that fucking young when I met you.
Yeah, because you were about 52, right? And I was what?
Oh, fuck you, you motherfucker.
There we go. Now we bring the laugh track in. Hold on. I didn't get my own laugh track. I'm about to have a laugh track battle with your ass. Want a piece of this? I got laugh tracks too. Hold on.
Hey, you need? Do you really?
Oh, I can get them.
I know. I mean, it's really easy to look up. So, the process of getting into comedy, like, what made you actually get into it, though?
Well, once I heard this noise, I was hooked. No, I just started doing regular stand-up, telling jokes. You remember me? I was like a one-liner comedian. I think the most compared comic was Stephen Wright. People would say I was like him. He was like the old classic one-liners. He does great one-liners. Really funny guy. Way better than me, by the way. But like people would say, I sound like him a little bit because I didn't really have too much energy on stage. I didn't move, and my jokes were all kind of short, either one or two lines. But then, I really. Also, before I did comedy, I really fell in love with making people laugh on the internet. It started with MySpace. When I was like 19, I had a MySpace blog, and people, I mean, it might have started before that too. When I was a teenager, I used to make websites and stuff. But yeah, when I wrote a MySpace blog and people thought it was funny, and then I became addicted to writing blogs and with the aim of being funny. And I would post them, and if they got positive comments, it was like the best thing in my life. Like I was so happy. So then eventually I got the courage to do stand-up, and then years later I kind of like fused the two together. I was still writing funny stuff, but it was different. Like I was doing like stock photos, putting stock photos up and writing funny captions. And then someone said you could do a live show with this, and so I did. That was my first show, just putting stock photos on the screen, and I had a mic, and I was like voicing the lines of the stock photos, and they're like funny lines and stuff like that, and then I started pretending to be customer service on Facebook because I was on Uber's Facebook page, and people were complaining to them, and they weren't responding to them, and so I was like, well, I'll start responding for them if they're not going to respond.
Right.
And then just started copying corporate names and pretending to be everybody, and then that started making my live show better, just doing different kind of bits and stuff. So yeah,
that's what's up. That is what's up. So what made you transition to doing the live shows the way you do them now instead of the traditional stand-up?
Well, it was doing better than my stand-up. I would go on the road. I would go to small cities outside of Atlanta that I could drive to. In the South, just random places I could get booked at, do my own show there. And, I would do like 15 minutes of jokes, 15 minutes of crowd work, and 15 minutes of the slideshow, my little projector show. And it always won out. And so, after a while, I mean, I'm like, well, what am I fighting doing? I remember like Steph Curry said something like, it's good to find what you're good at and hone in on that. That's what he did. And so I think I thought about that. And then I was like, and not a lot of people are doing it, that I know. It was kind of unique. So I was like, well, I'm going to do more of this, especially because it's doing better than my stand-up. Mm-hmm. So, I think it's still stand-up. I just think it's like a different kind of stand-up.
Right.
And the definition of stand-up. But yeah, so here I am, just putting my 100% into the live show and making videos to get people to go to the live show.
Nice, nice. And if you've never seen one of his live shows, if he is close to you, it is worth the ticket price. I'm telling you right now. Phenomenal, 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 phenomenal show, man. I just got to I had the pleasure of seeing you Friday. Me and Chevy Terrell got to open up for you, and I was excited just to see the show. Like I really didn't care about going up or whatever, even though that's what it was for me to go up. But I was just excited to see the show and just, dude, phenomenal. Because like I always told you was a phenomenal writer, and just to take it to that next level. And like you said, just hone your skills in just doing this. This shit's dope.
Thanks, man.
Shit's definitely dope. Definitely dope.
This conversation's going good. We're talking about me a lot. I'm enjoying this.
The interview process is about you. It ain't about me.
I'm enjoying the compliment. Wait, hold on a second. Where's my laugh track at?
We can't hear it unless you do it on your phone. We ain't gonna be able to hear it.
Okay, all right. I'll pull it up on my phone.
What up, KT? Sits in the building. What's going on? But yeah, man. So I know one of my favorite jokes of yours was the Precious joke.
No, don't talk about old jokes, man.
I'm just saying that was one
of my old jokes.
That was one of my favorite jokes.
Thanks, man. That was a good one. That was a classic while it lasted, but it was timely because it was when those movies were out, the Biggie Smalls movie and the Precious movie.
Yep.
And then, and then it was me. I'm glad I got away with telling the joke, but people thought it was funny,
Right.
I wouldn't tell the joke today. Let's just say that. It's not me anymore, but in the beginning I'm writing jokes that I think are funny, and you're doing whatever you can, whatever sticks. That's people, it gets laughs. That's it.
Right.
I think it helped me win that contest in Cleveland, and then they flew me out to New Orleans, and I met Bruce. And now Bruce follows me and like is familiar with my work and stuff. It's kind of crazy.
That's what's
like 13 years later or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a picture. I was the only one wearing flip-flops in the picture. That was the only white guy. Me and Bruce, and like some other comedian friends. We were all walking around. We met him. And I was looking good with my flip-flops on.
I had the flip-flop, the thong flip-flops too.
Yeah, I would never do that today, man. I can't expose my bare feet. Like, what the hell was I doing? Someone gonna step on your toes. People who like wear like Crocs, hell no. I gotta be ready to run and fight at all times. In the house, I need shoes to be able to plant my feet, to knock somebody out if I have to, or to run. Probably run. It'll probably be run. To be honest, percentages wise, I'm probably running.
Oh man! So one of your most classic trolling escapades was the city of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, what was the thought process behind trolling the city of Atlanta?
I had all these bills. I owed the city parking tickets and fines, and I was driving to go get, and my car wasn't registered. I was going to get it registered. I was driving to City Hall to get it registered and to pay my fines. I missed the turn. I got pulled over. I was like, I'm literally about to go take care of this right now. And they still were like, no. They towed my car, took it to some other place in Atlanta. So then I had to like get a ride out to the other place in Atlanta. Well, first I had to go to City Hall, take care of that, pay my fines or whatever. Then get a car ride out to wherever they had my car before it started collecting the impound. Every day it starts charging you like $35 and shit. Yep. And then it's like, oh, it's too late. I can't afford to get it out of here. So did I even get that car out? I don't remember. I think I did get it out, but I had to pay all my fines. And then that same day after I paid the fines, I made the City of Atlanta Facebook page. It just says City of Atlanta and has the city seal, the logo. And then I just started making jokes about what I was going through. And then I started making jokes about like Atlanta and stuff like that. And people were following it and like really enjoying it. So then the news picked up on it, and like the actual city gave a statement, said I wasn't allowed to use, their logo. Then I said, I'll take the page down, but you got to give me, $60 cash. You got to pay all my fines and my traffic tickets. And I asked for 2 free rides on the trolley, and they aired it on like the local Atlanta news, like my demands. They like read my demands on the news. So then I kept the page for years. I moved to Los Angeles, and I still had the page, but I would just read about stuff that was going on in Atlanta, and then post jokes from the Atlanta page while I was living in LA. I had an LA page too, you know.
Did you?
Yeah, I lost 2 cars in LA. You know, they fucking take your shit too. They're like, oh, can't afford it. Oh, we'll take it from you. For street cleaning, you know, fucking, you got to move your car every Monday and Tuesday from 10 a.m. to noon, and then there's nowhere to move your car. Everyone else does it, and and then if you leave your car out there, I would always forget, and then they would write me a ticket, and then my tickets piled up, and eventually they just took the car.
Damn.
So one of my posts from City of Los Angeles was like, if you live here, you owe us money. And then during the pandemic, everyone was at home in LA, and people were speeding, like legit, like flying down the LA streets because they're finally empty, no traffic.
Right.
And so I posted with the City of LA and said, I know you're enjoying the empty roads, but we need you to slow the fuck down. And then people were like, does the city handbook allow for profanity? And I was like, hell yeah, it does. And they're like, somebody's getting fired. And I was like, nah, probably not. Probably not. So I've been to Atlanta, Los Angeles, but yeah, those are fun times.
Nice. That's what's up, dude. Like just the concept of coming up with that and just making it work is just, to me, is mind blowing, dude. Like seriously, because like just because we've talked, but like the Chat GPT, trolling Chick-fil-A and Monat and just. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. And then one of my favorite ones was you had trolled the old company that I worked for here recently.
AO Life Insurance. I had an interview with them. By the way, if you're listening and you want me to take an interview with a company that's like bothering you, like a scam company, send me the link. I'll join the interview for you.
Nice. And didn't somebody set you up with that interview and they was just like, hey, I got this interview. You want to go do it? And you was like, fuck yeah, I do.
They said the recruiters were hitting him up on LinkedIn like crazy. They wouldn't stop messaging him. So he was like, you want to do the interview? I was like, sure, fuck it. So I went on there and they were like, well, first of all, the company had like half a star on Glassdoor on like the company review website. People were saying it was a scam. So they were like, what stood out to you about the interview? I was like, well, you had half a star on Glassdoor. And I have a 1-star standard. You guys met that. No, I say I have a 0-star standard. You guys met that standard with the half a star. And they're like, oh, okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Right.
And then the interview just kept going. I kept saying more bizarre shit. And I kind of like pointed out some of the scam stuff they were doing. I was like, I saw people saying this company was a scam. And they're like, yeah. And then it was just quiet, and I was just like staring at them, and they're like, any questions on that? And I was like, oh yeah, is it a scam? And they're like, no, we're the official life insurance for the Dallas Cowboys. They wouldn't represent us if we were a scam. And I was like, well, you should have seen that last playoff game because you just seen that the Dallas Cowboys were a scam because they lost. So then I got on another call with like another recruiter from the company, and I was like, yeah, does it matter if I have any felonies? And they're like, what do you have on your background? And I said, I got a couple normal felonies. And I was like, they're like what? I was like, the M word. And then she thought I said the N word for a second. I was like, no, the M word. And she's like, what do you mean the M word? And I was like, murder. And then she still, all right, fuck you. That didn't deter her from asking more questions, because then she was like, well, how recent was it? And I was like, well, it just depends on which one. So that was a fun one. Yeah. That was one of my favorites.
And then coming up with it on the fly, man, that's that comedic timing that's priceless, bro, because you was just like boom, boom, boom. Yeah, because like you stumped them so many times and you was just like rapid fire, like what? Let's go.
Well, guess what? I got my training at the Court TV show University with Professor Sean Boyd, Philip Michael Dent.
We almost did not go on that damn show. Remember that?
Yeah. Phil was he had to work.
He had to work, and he was scared.
He didn't have time to scam Court TV with us. So we like fought over it, but then he came and we had a blast. Fucking
Yep.
Had a good ass time. Drank. You know, we were in California for a couple days.
Yeah,
So
man.
for people who don't know, me and Sean sued each other on Court TV, and then you know, you have to, when the producers call you and ask you questions, you got to have your story straight. So you got to get good at lying. And then when you go in the courtroom, you know, they give you an idea of what you're going to talk about, but a lot of it's kind of becomes off the cuff too. The judge starts asking questions they didn't prepare you for.
Straight improv. Yep.
Yeah, and so it's kind of hard. It's hard to be the plaintiff, I think, because you got to answer all the questions, and have all the details. And Phil was the plaintiff the first time. That was a tough. Phil's first and only appearance on TV.
He was the defendant.
Oh, right. No, you were the plaintiff. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
The defendant. Well, shit, you had it hard then.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I was ready though, dude. I told y'all, I'm like, we going to Cali and we about to be on Court TV. Y'all like, whatever. I don't believe it. Bullshit. And then they called y'all and you was like, you was serious. I'm like, dead serious. We got this shit. I'm telling you. And then one of my favorite parts of getting there is like, not just coming off, you know, the airplane and seeing, you know, our name on the fucking card with the driver waiting for us, but just being in there. And then she was like, I know what you're doing. You better be funny. I'm like, we got it.
Right.
I'm telling you, we got it. And then for us to get, because it's usually two shows, 2 court cases in a half an hour. And for us to make that shit so funny, where they gave us the whole half an hour, I was like, hey,
yeah,
comedy gold right there, man. Comedy gold. Hey, what's going on, Sherry? She said, I watched that. Brilliant. It was brilliant.
Yeah, then I did 5 total.
You did, yeah, right. You kept going.
There's 3 when you go to LA, and then I did 1 show over the pandemic with Ice-T. I did The Mediator with Ice-T. And then I was living in Los Angeles, and I was doing acting work, and they paid me $75 to like act out a court case that was it was like based on a real life court show, but actors just act out so I did that. So I've been on 5 court like dispute shows, and I'm always open for more.
Yeah, it would have been 6 because you was gonna sue me and we was gonna do it. We was gonna do that shit all over again. But
oh man, I've been rejected by a lot. Divorce court rejected. They looked up and said, "Oh, you guys don't have any marital records." Like, all right, we tried. Baby, you know, I need to get a baby.
Wait, what?
So we can have a dispute over the baby. So if anybody has a baby, let me know. If you got a baby you want to throw out there and exploit for cash. And then I try to get on Family Justice, and it's like a court show in Kentucky about incest or something like that, probably. I don't know. It's like one of those, like, who films in Kentucky? I don't know. I try to get on that. Try to get on Steve Harvey's show. Yeah. I was close with Steve Harvey. I was going to sue Chevy, actually. He was the owner of a landscaping company, and he fired me. But I kept working for him after he fired me, and I was trying to offer people like deals he couldn't live up to. You know, I was like, "We'll do it for $5 a month," and he's like, "I can't afford. You know, I need more money than that." And then I was blowing leaves in other people's yards and stuff like that. You know, and then knocking on their door, like, "You guys got a lot of leaves in your yard. I work for a landscaping company." But we got far with that. But then it kind of sometimes they just ghost you. They're like, for whatever reason, they say no. People's Court chewed me out because I submitted to them once, they declined. Then I submitted again and they were interested. And then I wasn't smart enough back then to use a different email. And they realized it was the same guy. And they're like, don't you ever fucking try this again. They say, you and your friend ever come up with another cockamamie scheme? Don't call us. And they said, we're telling the other court shows about you too.
Oh
But
shit.
guess what? After that, I still went on another court show. So
Right. Jokes on them. That's hilarious.
Judge Mathis, one of the producers reached out to see if I wanted to come on Judge Mathis, knowing that I make up court cases. I was like, oh, it's working like this now? You're just like recruiting me?
Right.
But then like someone above them was like, no, he can't come on, you know. Fuck
He's
them.
done too many.
Judge Mathis is scared. He doesn't want the smoke.
He don't want no smoke.
He would be fun. Judge Judy. I tried to get on Judge Judy. It involves strippers, and Judge Judy said no. I was like, the real Judge Judy said no? They're like, yeah, we pitched it to her. She said no.
Wow.
So she heard my case and declined it. So I tried.
Hey,
Jerry
no,
Springer. I
no,
almost
right.
wanted Jerry Springer. I was gonna fight my friend. They wanted us to fight. I was like, sure, fuck it. Well, no, I didn't want to fight, but I was like, we can try. I mean, I don't know. I don't have to punch somebody.
That's hilarious. What up, Cuzzo? He gonna say who makes up court cases and why? I
Us.
did, and we needed the money. That's why. Like
Us.
easy as fuck.
And it's a free acting gig that
Yep.
and you get your own story. The show is about you, so you get to have your own. You have like your own episode.
Right. Yep. Sherry said good TV.
Yeah.
So Dan, what you got in the works? What's next for you, brother?
Well, today I was, I have these websites now that are like fake websites. I run advertisements for them, so when people are searching for the website, they end up on my website. So today I was doing Moms for Liberty. I didn't get anybody to chat with me or anything like that, but I have before. New, fake chatbot website. I've been fucking around on the Facebook groups this morning though. I'm in those neighborhood groups on Facebook.
Yeah.
Bunch where I don't live. I don't know. People send me their neighborhoods, and so I join them. And somebody posted a picture of a fox in their neighborhood. So this morning I just like took that picture of the fox and then posted it in other neighborhood groups and was like, hey, I saw this fox in my backyard. I was like, put your kids in the house, And someone was like, yeah, put your pets inside too. And I was like, nah, we got a pet problem in this neighborhood. I think just let nature take its course there. And then people start lecturing me. They're like, foxes are not, they can't get kids. And I was like, it just depends on your equilibrium. I seen a fox scoop a kid up the other day. Then they like told a story about a coyote attack. And they said something like it happened on George Reynolds. And I was like, that was the kid's name. It was little George Reynolds. Just fucking with people. A lot of people, they laugh like in the groups. They're like cracking up at the shit I'm saying. But
Right.
some people take it seriously, and those are the people that I try to get interactions with.
Because they be so fucking serious. Like that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Like what was his name? Trey. That was mad at who was mad?
TJ Maxx and Macy's.
Yeah. Hey, that shit. And Trey, we're still closed.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So anything else coming up on the horizon for you? I put up the tour dates. We can put them up again, but any other things coming up for you?
Yeah, I'm working on a new comedy special. Hopefully, I'll get it produced and looking like good quality, and it's gonna be out there. It's a pretty crazy story that happened. If you ever go to one of my live shows, I tell it towards the end. But long story short, I convinced a politician that I worked for a social media company that I don't work for, because he actually signed up on a website that someone who follows me made. There was just like a joke website about this social media app. It didn't look like it at all. It was just like a joke, but he thought it was real. He thought it was really that social media app. So he filled out the form on the website and left his phone number. And so I called him on the phone, said I was with the company, and it went for 3 months where I was working for the guy, made him a website, hosted his podcast, and we had other guests come on, other politicians. And so I had to get them to sign contracts to make sure they're not going to sue my ass, because there's a lot of jokes in the story, and he never knew that I wasn't really with the company until the very end, and it went 3 months long. That's a pretty wild story, similar to like Borat or some shit. I actually used Sacha Baron Cohen, who plays Borat, and those characters where he fucks with people. Use one of his contracts to get these politicians to sign that says they won't sue me, because he always wins his cases when people sue him, because he's got his legal ducks in a row. So I took care of it. I had some lawyers look at it too for free, and they said I should only do about 5 to 10 years in prison. So
5 to 10.
Why would you laugh at a man going to prison? That's fucked up.
5 to 10.
You gonna laugh if I go to prison?
I'll put money on
Chappelle joke. Do you ever remember that joke?
Which one?
5 to 10. He's talking about, black people always know like the sentence time for every crime. Like if you're talking about something that you want to do, like I'm about to do this, and like some old black man will come out and be like, "Oh, don't do that. That's 5 to 10."
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I would put money on your books, bruh.
You would?
Yep.
What if I became a heavyweight in the prison though? That'd be dope. If I was running websites from jail. Like that joke? Yeah, classic.
Oh shit, that's hilarious. That's what's up. Ben motherfucking Palmer. Palmertrolls. Yeah, man.
He said he'd throw a parade if I went to jail.
Yeah, my cousin a little he a little slow sometimes. So
Whoa. You didn't have to say that about him. Damn. We didn't need a backstory.
I love him to death. He be having me crack it up. Like some of the shit he be saying, I'd be like, dude, like I had a poet on here, and he was so pissed that I had her on, and I'm like,
Why?
dude, relax. Like,
He doesn't like poetry?
he loves poetry.
Those are the people that need poetry the most. The people that hate. Oh, he loves poetry?
He loves it, and does it himself too. He was just talking about she didn't know what she was talking about. I'm like, hey, I just had her as a guest, man. It ain't that serious. Nick Jabor, what's going on? My favorite sand nigga. He said, "What up, gentlemen?"
Okay, can you bleep that part out of the show? I'm not involved with that, by the way. I'm Ben over here. That was Sean using the slurs. Hello, I'm here.
You remember Nick, don't you?
Of course, I'm here in my treehouse. I did not use any slurs on this podcast. That was Sean Boyd, comedian Sean Boyd, Just Therapy Podcast.
Yep. Just Therapy Podcast. Comedian Sean Boyd, the host.
Racist podcaster. Hold on, I'm making the fake news article right now. Racist podcaster canceled over slur on Just Therapy. Therapy license revoked by the state.
Good thing I ain't got no license.
I'm about to email this to you now, confirm that it happened.
All right, hey, let's do it.
That's another thing I do. Today I emailed, because UPS is about to go on strike, the workers.
Are they really?
Yeah, you ever see those videos of them? Their truck beds get so hot because there's no AC, they can boil an egg. Have you ever seen that?
Which one?
The UPS videos of the truck drivers, they can boil an egg on the bed because it's so hot in there because there's no AC.
Yeah, it's hot as hell in them trucks.
Yeah, so they were like making a point, like, look how hot it is. I actually made an egg on my bed, on my truck bed. So I emailed the CEO of UPS, made up quote that made her say that they were going to convert, like during the strike, they're going to convert the UPS trucks into food trucks, like Waffle Houses and shit, and like, mobile Waffle Houses. And so then I emailed that to her and a bunch of people at UPS. And I tried to say somebody at UPS sent me this quote. And I was like, is it real? So I'm waiting to hear back from them. And I have a newspaper that's it looks exactly like the real newspaper. It's like
nice.
a legit major newspaper. So a lot of people, they fall for it. They email me back and shit. So right. Waffle House emailed me back. Like everybody emails me back. So
nice. That's
hopefully I can fuck with UPS a little bit, because I'm always trying to stick up for the workers, man.
Right. Yeah. Love you too, cousin. Said he got to bounce. Yeah, man. Like them trucks be hot as shit. Luckily, I had AC in my one truck, the last truck that I drove for FedEx. But a lot of the trucks don't have AC, and it be hot as shit, man. It's a hot box in that motherfucker, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we get some air conditioning, or they can't afford it?
Yeah. UPS trucks be old as fuck. Like old.
We're dealing with extreme heat in the summer. People, those shifts are no joke. They're on their feet. You know, like that's why I always, you know, because I worked a ton of shit jobs myself on my road to being a comedian, and like I always felt like there was a lot of unnecessary bullshit and suffering in these jobs that could easily be taken care of if people just cared. You know,
Right.
like why does it have to get to a point where we have to like stop working so we can get some air conditioning? Like, come on, air conditioning, come on. And
Yeah.
we're making you billions of dollars, billions. So you know the writer's strike. I emailed the Disney CEO too because he was like, the disruptive forces in the industry are making this difficult. You know, they always say stuff like CEO speak, disruptive.
Yeah, but they making all that damn money, and the writers and actors don't make as much as they do.
Oh, so the made up quote I sent of him was, we have to eliminate the disruptive forces in the industry. For example, I make 1,400 times the average Disney employee. That seems to be disrupting things. And so I emailed that, and it was like CEO Bob Iger. So I said, hey, did you see this in your recent CNBC interview? And I emailed him directly, but I haven't heard back from him. So
Yeah, I think I've actually seen that quote today.
yeah,
when I was
you might have read it. You know, sometimes you'd be surprised. You can email these people directly, and they respond sometimes.
Right.
Like you said, the Chick-fil-A CEO, he responded. That's a pretty big company.
Right.
But yeah. So, you know, greed for sure. Yeah, greed. I think it's just greed is like easier than helping or something. I don't know. Fucking
Yeah.
humans are flawed people.
Absolutely.
Especially your cousin. You know, he's slow. He's definitely. Especially because you said, I love you, cousin. I was like, that's really sweet. That's unconditional love. You know, you love him even though you think he's slow.
I don't think he's slow.
It's kind of like our me and yours relationship too. I think I've always loved you, even though I do think you are a little slow. You know.
Asshole.
What the hell is this? Oh, the
Childhood. Yeah, man. We got getting into the nitty gritty, man. We always do childhood memory, so the couchers can get digging more of my past and the guest past. My childhood memory this week, I was just thinking about this the other day, actually. So in high school, I was in the 11th grade, and I went on a black college tour, like a historical black college tour in the 11th grade. And there were some people that went from my school, not a whole bunch, maybe like a handful, but it was a whole bunch of other high schools that got to go too. But the best part about that memory is the day before we was leaving, I threw a party in my hotel room because like we all had rooms, and I was roomed with this freshman, cool ass cat. And next to us, you know how you got the conjoining rooms, was two chicks that I went to school with, right? So I'm telling everybody that we having this party in my hotel room. And we had all these people, all these kids in the hotel room. We in that bitch getting it in, having fun, dancing, girls dancing on the what's the dresser drawer and everything. We move the TV, they dancing. I'm being there dancing, having a good time. And I tell everybody, don't answer my door, because like the chaperones kept knocking on my door. They kept calling and knocking. I'm like, don't answer the phone. Don't answer the door. This is my room. Don't answer the door, right? So we partied for a good 4 hours before the girls that had the adjoining room with us caved and answered their door, and that's how we got shut down. But I'm telling them, I'm like, look, we can't get in trouble for the shit. We going home tomorrow. What they gonna do? Send us home? Like, they're not gonna send us home in the middle of the night. All they gonna do is just be mad. We had so much fucking fun, man. It was one of those lifetime memories I'll never forget. So me throwing a party in the hotel room was one of my top memories. What you got for your childhood memory, brother?
I was there. What do you mean? I was fucking people on the ironing board. That was a great time. Popping Molly.
I don't even think Molly was out there.
I was on the front desk, you know, making calls.
See, if you was my roommate, you would have caved and opened the door. I'd have been like, dude, I'm gonna beat your ass. You touch that door. Like,
It reminds me of when in sixth grade I went to Washington D.C. and that was when South Park had first come out. It was like the first season of South Park. We're all obsessed with it, but it was a Christian school. We're not supposed to watch South Park. But like one of the last nights we all watched South Park in the hotel room, our teacher comes in the room and caught us. He told us he was going to give us the detention and tell our parents, but he never did. He let us slide. But it was like, oh fuck, I was so scared. I thought I was going to get in big trouble.
Oh shit! You remember what episode was? What it was?
No, but it was around the time Mr. Hanky was out. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
It was probably the N-word episode.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
When he was on Wheel of Fortune.
Oh yeah,
that's still got to be hands down my favorite episode of that shit. Oh man, as you know, one of my favorite topics is flowers while they're still here. We like to give people flowers while they can still smell them instead of being conditioned like so many of us are and giving flowers while people are dead and gone. Today, my flowers are going to go to my punk ass guest, Ben Palmer. I'm going to give you your flowers today, brother. Reason why I'm giving you your flowers is I met you almost 15 years ago. We always been friends. We used to hang out, hit the mics. We did other stuff in two different rooms. You brought that shit up. That shit was hilarious. But just knowing you, I always thought you was a hell of a fucking writer. And then to see you keep doing your damn thing, man. I already told you before, I'm proud of you, brother. But I am proud of you. Keep pushing, keep working. You know what I'm saying? Keep living that dream, brother. Keep doing what you do. Keep doing being funny, man. So I want to give you your flowers today, brother.
thanks, man.
Who you want to give some flowers to, man?
Betty White. What? What are you looking at me like that for?
I can't stand your ass because she already dead and gone, man.
She died? Shut the fuck up.
Shut your ass up.
I gotta go, man. I gotta mourn her passing. I gotta close this podcast out. I can't cry on camera.
Who you want to give your flowers to, man?
Fuck. Besides John F. Kennedy. No, I don't know. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Flowers for. Should I just give them right back to you?
That's up to you, man.
Nah, I don't want to do that. Fuck, I have no idea. Pass. You go again. Besides me, yeah, that's cheating, by the way. You can just have your guest.
I can do what I want to.
Give me a flower. Give someone else a flower.
I gave you flowers, man. You good? Give somebody flowers.
Conan O'Brien. My favorite. He's like my favorite. I think he's one of the best comedians ever. He's got like thousands of videos of him making people laugh out in public, visiting other countries, pretending to be like doing jobs and like just being a down-to-earth person and being really nice and funny and like silly. And he's just like one of the best entertainers ever, man. He's just so good improv wise. He's got all these characters and voices. He's just really fucking good, man. So I try to watch Conan to be to keep me like silly, you know, because he's like at the core of his humor is like silliness, you know, and I like that too. So flowers to Conan O'Brien while he's still here.
All right.
Rest in peace, Betty White. I'm sorry to hear the news. It fucking sucks, man.
You an asshole. And usually you give flowers to people you actually know.
Celebrity deaths 2022. Yeah. Coolio, I want to give him his flowers.
Get your ass out of here, man. Get out of
Kirstie
here.
Alley, definitely.
Oh shit, you gonna say Kirstie Alley? What was she even on?
Larry King.
What was Kirstie Alley on? Why do I know that name?
She had her own show on HBO, and then she was on bunch of sitcoms. One major sitcom, I forget. Kirstie Alley sitcoms. Shit, there's tons of them. But she was Cheers. That's it.
Cheers. Okay.
Yeah.
Cheers. All right. That's what's up.
Screech.
Sam used to always try to hit on her.
Screech is still alive.
Cheers.
Screech is still alive, right?
Man, shut your ass up. All right. Our next.
Because you opened for him, right?
I opened for Dustin Diamond several times, man. He was a good dude, man.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Good
No,
dude.
no disrespect. I'm just joking.
No, I know.
Except
No,
Betty
good
White.
dude.
Except Betty, I was serious with Betty White. No, I'm just kidding.
Shut your ass.
All right, next.
All right. Hey, we can yo, don't make me so fucking stupid. Oh shit. Sherry gonna say we need more bromance like this. Support. Love it. Oh man. So listen, we gotta talk about this before it get too damn old. The Chicago shooting with the 14-year-old boy shooting the guy. And I mean, there's so many different things on this shit. I got the video. The video ain't too crazy, so I'm gonna play the video and we'll discuss what really happened.
Murder charges against a mother and her 14-year-old son have been dropped.
Get your food! Who? Get in the car? Who? Nay. Get your food! Get your food! If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
The man later died from his injuries. A state attorney's office says they moved to dismiss the charges due to emerging evidence.
Yeah, so that shit crazy. So I pulled up the actual story on exactly what happened. So video shows moments before mom allegedly encouraged teen son to shoot man in Chicago restaurant. The Cook County State's Attorney's Office said it reviewed the case against Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son, and in light of emerging evidence, moved to dismiss charges against both of them. All right. So that preceded a fatal shooting at a Chicago restaurant in which a mother was accused of encouraging her teen son to kill a man. In new footage, which was posted to social media, the man who was fatally shot, 32-year-old Jeremy Brown, is captured having an argument with 35-year-old Carlisha Hood at Maxwell Street Express. On the south side earlier this month. Earlier last month. And then y'all seen what happened in the video. The footage showed Hood ordering food, then cuts to her 14-year-old son entering a restaurant, open fire both inside and in the parking lot before the pair leave the scene. Police had said Hood was in an argument with Brown while waiting in line for food at the restaurant located. Hood then reportedly texted her son and had him come to the restaurant as the argument turned physical. Officials allege Brown punched Hood in the head, and Hood's son took out a gun, shooting Brown in the back. The teen continued shooting as Brown ran from the store, with both the teen and his mother following Brown in the parking lot. Prosecutors reportedly said Hood told her son to keep shooting Brown and kill him. After the teen stopped shooting at Brown, his mother allegedly told him to shoot Brown's girlfriend, who authorities said encouraged Brown during the early altercation. Prosecutors also said Hood tried to grab the gun herself before her son shoved her off, and the two fled the scene. Brown ultimately died from his injuries, police said. The circulation of the latest video came as prosecutors cited emerging evidence indicates that it resulted charges against Hood and her son to being dropped. So when I first read that, it's like when you see the video, especially the way I look at it is, how can so many people be a bystander and not stop this altercation? As soon as he hit her once, like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody should have intervened. Even before the punch was thrown, you could have been like, hey, y'all, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it ain't even that serious. Calm down, y'all. Calm down. To try to de-escalate the situation to prevent somebody losing his life. You know what I'm saying? And then for the 14-year-old boy to see his mom get punched like a dude twice in her face. Like, what do you expect him to do? He can't fight the 35-year-old. He's 14 years old. What's your thoughts on that, Ben?
Well, I'm trying to multitask and think about what you're saying. And also, I'm like smelling smoke. I'm like, do I need to check? Is my neighbor burning something, or is something on fire? I checked the stove. I'm like, I was making like mac and cheese earlier, but I might need to like go downstairs real quick and make sure nothing's on fire before I
go ahead, man.
All right, but you can keep talking about that. I'll be back.
Yeah. So, Couchers, I know y'all probably heard about this story. And if you haven't, it's crazy to imagine the aftermath of the incident, because you figure somebody lost their life, right? And two people are going to be scarred for the rest of their life knowing that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a 14-year-old boy, I couldn't watch my mom get punched in the face by a grown-ass dude without doing something. And then us as men just standing there, watching this shit go down instead of preventing the inevitable. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason why he should have hit this lady over some fucking food or whatever it was while they in line trying to order food. Like, that makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, why are you so mad and so angry that you willing to punch a lady in the face twice? And like, he punched her like a dude, and then she ain't even dropped. Like, it just baffles me what people will do nowadays. It's crazy as shit. Sherry says, I was okay with the defense until I learned he was shot running away, to be honest. And yes, shocked that no one stepped in, of course. And you kill someone with your hands too. He could have killed that lady. He definitely could have hitting her in the temple, making her fall, hit her head. She could have cracked her head open. Like, there's so many different things that could have happened in that situation where it shouldn't even be escalated that fast to that situation. Ain't nothing on fire, Ben?
Nothing's on fire, no. I don't know what's coming from the neighbor or something. But yeah, I mean, the kid, it's self-defense. You're trying to fucking punch a lady, could absolutely kill her. And that's that. The kid took care of it. So fucking, it sucks. It's one of those things, like, you don't want anyone to die, and
right.
But you don't want that to happen to the mother either, or just the fact that the kid's 14 years old and like has to go through this shit. Like an early stage of development, like that's something that just doesn't leave you overnight. Now he's got, this traumatic experience, and yeah, I mean, it's all around is bad. So
yeah, it's crazy. So, cause like I know we spoke about this,
really brought this comedy show to a very abrupt halt. I
mean, sometimes we gotta do the tough stories, bro. I mean, that's just what it is, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll get back to the laughs.
I can't make any laughs. All right.
We'll get back to them.
All right, good. Because I was kind of hoping my house was on fire for a second. So anyways.
I can't with your punk ass, I swear.
It's fucking went from comedy to fucking CBS Tonight, like nightly news with David Muir.
Hey, nightly news with comedian Sean Boyd on Just Therapy, motherfucker. That's what it went to.
That's the thing, though. That's why us comedians have we have a good role in society, because people go through shit, and every time I perform, well, not every time, but I try to think about, you never know who's in the crowd that's going through some shit,
yeah,
unspeakable things, and so. And people are always suffering somewhere. So, life fucks people, and it's good if we can get out there and make people laugh and forget about it. It helps me. Absolutely. When I perform, I'm like lost in performance and in the moment.
Yeah.
Making people laugh, hearing people laugh, just like makes you feel great. Always, anything I'm going through, you know, it's just gone during that moment when you're on stage. So
Yep, absolutely. You just figure it about everything, and you in that moment, and you get lost in it, and just having fun while the audience is having fun. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's definitely dope to be able to do what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they was trying to charge them with murder, and now they dropped the charges, and she is actually suing the city and the arresting officers. I'm not sure what she's looking to get out of that.
They arrested them.
Yeah, they got arrested.
Why? You know,
Yeah, they
it's
got
like,
arrested.
you know why? Well, I shouldn't ask why. You know why?
Why, Ben?
No, I'm not saying it. It's because they're white.
That's why they got arrested.
Yeah, why did they get arrested? What's the
Well,
arrest
I mean, somebody died. You know what I'm saying? Like
for? Yeah,
somebody
but they
died. It was a gun involved.
because he tried to kill them. So it's self-defense. What's the arrest for?
Dang.
You
Hey,
know?
I mean,
And there's video. They didn't watch the video.
right.
Watch the
Well,
video.
I guess that's what ended up later getting them, exonerated and making sure that they didn't get that they got off on the charges. You know what I'm saying? Because that was gonna be hard to prove that it was intent for him to try to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Because it ain't like he just went in there and was like, hey, and then just started shooting him. Like he literally hit his mom twice. Like punched him like he was trying to punch a dude.
Did they officially charge them?
Yeah, it was officially dismissed. Yep.
And then it got dismissed. Yeah, she should sue them.
All right.
Fuck them. For what? Like, why would you charge someone with murder when you know it was self-defense? I mean, everyone, probably the internet, probably all commented on this already, and
of course,
I'm sure everyone's with the kid, right?
Yeah, a lot of people was with the kid. I really
common sense. So why don't the police and the prosecutors have that common sense?
Right.
Where's that at?
A lot of people don't have common sense anymore. It's not common, brother.
Yeah, that's why I have my doubts. I'm like, so they're just black people, and you're like, well, we arrest black people. That's what we do when we come to crime scenes.
Yeah, they had got arrested and charged, and again, like I said, it shit got dropped. So
what was the restaurant, by the way?
You said what was it?
Yeah, what was the restaurant they were at?
I don't know. It just seemed like a food spot where you would pick up your food, because it didn't seem like there was like places to eat inside of it. It just seemed like one of carry out places.
I wonder what it was like a bowl of noodles. What started it? What was it even about?
That we don't know. That probably we might never find out.
It must have been Taco Bell. It must have been Taco Bell.
Couldn't have been Taco Bell. Ain't nobody fighting over Taco Bell.
You don't think Taco Bell's worth fighting over?
Hell no. You want the runs that bad? You willing to punch somebody over Taco Bell? Nah.
Good point.
Yeah. You said good point. Stupid. All right. I think this is good.
Said the mom wanted the girl dead too, because like stuff like this happens, a lot of times the story's not over.
Yeah, the retaliation factor.
Yeah, so she's like, kill the girl because that girl's gonna come back and retaliate or something, or like
I thought that part was a little too far though.
Yeah, it's like the girl. They
said allegedly said that.
I think that would have been murder then, right?
Right.
Because the girl didn't strike anybody,
no,
or try to hit anybody. But yeah, that's kind of like a mafia thing, though. You're like, kill the person and then the witness. Like,
well, they would have had to kill a whole bunch of people in that store because there was a bunch of witnesses.
So nobody would have got Taco Bell that night. Then
nobody got Taco Bell.
Fire sauce.
So stupid. I think this is
food, and the Taco Bells are always the worst ones. I go and there were like there's like no one there. You're sitting there waiting for your order. So I was like, maybe they're stressed out about getting their order.
Right. Yeah. Ain't that much stress in the world, man. Ain't no food that damn good,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I think this is a good time to take our one and only sponsor break. We got more Just Therapy. We got more Ben Palmer coming to you. And as you know, I'm your host, comedian Sean Boyd, and I'm taking us to break, baby.
Primal Screen in Kent, Ohio. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, quality work, on time, fair prices. For more information, call 330-677-1766. Again, 330-677-1766. Or check us out online, primalscreenprinting.com. If you mention a podcast, you get 5% off. Peace.
Custom Design Aquariums, where we bring your aquatic dreams to life. With your help, using your imagination, together, we will turn your home or office into a peaceful getaway. For a free consultation, call 330-475-5181 or contact us by email at customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Once again, that is customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Mention this podcast and get 5% off. Man, I love me some pizza, y'all. And I know I say this week in and week out, but I'm telling you this. I got the pizza place for you. Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. They got 2 locations and 2 more on the way. First location is in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. Address is 1909 Bailey Road, Cuyahoga Falls. Their phone number is 330-928-2222. They also got another location in downtown Akron across the street from Rubber Duck Stadium. That address is 325 South Main Street, Akron. Their phone number is 330-849-5707. Best part about the downtown location is the beer wall. I mean, the beer wall is beautiful. I like to call it the Dave and Buster's of beer because there's 36 taps of beer, wine, ale, IPAs, everything you can think of is on this wall, and it is so good. Reason why I call it the Dave and Buster's of beer is you go in there, you put money on the card, you walk up to the taps, put the card there, and pour as much beer as your heart desires. I mean, it's just so good. When it hits your lips, it's just so good. Another thing I love about Twisted Tomato Pizzeria is they cater to your taste buds. And a lot of people be like, why do you say that every week? Because they do, damn it. I'm a cheeseless type of person. I'm allergic to milk. So anytime I order a pizza, I say no cheese, extra sauce, give me the works. And what do? No cheese, extra sauce with whatever I want on my pizza. It is so good. That first bite be, bitch. Like, it's that damn delicious, man. And people have tried Twisted Tomato Pizzeria, reached out to me and told me, hey, SB, that first bite, you wasn't lying. It was, bitch. Like, it is just so damn delicious, man. Great place. If you ever in the area, make sure you check out Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. And they are the official sponsor of Just Therapy, the podcast. So when you mention that you watch us and you listen to us, you get a 10% discount. 10% discount, man. I mean, anything off food is a plus. And the food is great. Like, you can't beat it. Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. He keeps saying, the owner, Brad Cover, he keeps saying he gonna change the slogan to bitch. But I think he's scared, so he's just gonna leave it at, if it's pizza, it's possible. Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. Check them out. And we are back.
Jesus Christ, how long is this podcast, man? What is it? Fucking, you got like 2 more hours left? Fuck's
Yep,
sake.
two more hours, man.
That commercial break was longer than the shit you get on TV.
Commercial break.
No, I don't get to watch The Price is Right. I just gotta sit here with you. Oh, there we go. What are you drinking?
Some Mountain Dew shit.
That's cool.
Some Mountain Dew shit that's got alcohol in it.
Oh, you're drunk? This is
I'm not definitely not drunk. That shit weak as fuck.
It is.
Yeah, that shit weak. It tastes good, but that shit weak as fuck, man. I'm used to drinking IPAs. You know, that's like 8.2, 8.5, 9.95, shit like that. You know, good shit, baby. Yeah, man. You ready? Are you ready for the next topic, Ben?
Yes.
So listen, I'm pumped because I know you a hip hop head. You like hip hop and country, which I don't understand why you like country, but I guess am I racist for not liking country and blues?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. So
it's just music.
Exactly. I mean, everybody got different tastes, you know? So
am I racist if I don't like rap?
No, not at all. If you don't like rap, you don't like rap.
The answer is yes. But I do like rap, so I'm not racist.
No, if you don't like rap, that is not racist.
I'm always trying to. That's how you know it gets. You ever have white people trying to impress you and be like, "I know the name of the song," you know? You ever feel awkward when that happens? They start like rapping and shit.
Awkward as fuck. Awkward as fuck.
It's like, okay, we get it, white people.
You used to do that shit to me all the time with that Biggie Small song.
No, stop it. He's doing a bit. Don't. Next topic. All right, so top 50 rappers of all time.
Hey, but the bit did really happen. It ain't like it didn't happen.
I go Lil Romeo number 1.
Shut your ass up.
I go Bow Wow 2.
And no, it was, since it is 50 years of hip hop, they celebrated the 50th anniversary, and they came out with a list of the top 50 best rap groups.
Oh, yes.
Best rap groups. All right. So I'm not gonna give you all 50. That's because it's a long ass list. I'm gonna give you 20 to the one, and tell me yes or no. Tell me you agree or disagree. All right. Then we'll discuss it a little more. All right.
All right.
All right. So at 21, I got to do 21 because it's the hometown team, Bone Thugs and Harmony. They came in at number 21. You agree or disagree?
Agree.
All right. Number 20, UGK, the Underground Kings.
Well, wait a second.
And Pimp C, number 20.
I disagree with both of these. They're not supposed to be this far down on the list.
Okay. All right.
What's 19?
19 is G Unit.
Nope. That is that's so bad. Why would G Unit be higher than fucking UGK? An established group that went for years and years. G Unit was like a fucking little fad. They had like fucking 2 songs. One of them like still is good, and the rest of them suck. So UGK's got timeless music. Still fucking bumps. You can listen to albums. You know, fucking Big Pimpin', like
Riding Dirty.
G Unit never had a song as popular as Big Pimpin'. So Bone Thugs should also be above G Unit. So all right, next one.
All right, 18 is 3-6 Mafia.
That's fine. They belong.
All right, 17 Cypress Hill.
All right, they belong. Sure.
All right. 16 Beastie Boys.
They belong too.
All right. You don't think they should be higher? That's a good spot for them.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the order of all those, but at least they're not like G Unit. That's bad.
Right. Okay. Number 15, Naughty by Nature.
Yeah. It's gonna get older and older, isn't it, as we go up the list?
No.
All right.
Do you agree with Naughty by Nature being at 15 though?
I don't think so, but I might not know as much about them as other people do.
I think they should be way lower than 15.
You down with OPP?
Yeah, you know me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they should be lower than 15. 14, the Fugees.
That's good. Yep. They deserve to be in there.
All right. They definitely deserve to be in top 15. 13, Mobb Deep.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
12 was Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
Don't say no. Some like 80-year-old listening to this are like, they're the greatest of all time.
Hey, they definitely would say that. But hey, I give them.
But they're like innovators. Yeah.
I give him 12.
I mean, yeah, he's like an innovator. So yeah, you got to
Yeah, I don't have no problem with that one. This one I got a problem with. Number 11, Migos.
No, I don't have a problem with that. I love Migos.
And a number 11?
I don't know if, to me, they're if you're talking about favorite out of everybody, I would go with
Top
Migos.
50.
I
Number
would take
11.
Migos over everybody we've listed, but that's just personal favorite.
Okay, all right. Even over UGK?
Yeah, barely over UGK, but
All right,
I would take Migos. I just love this. To me, there's so many good Migos songs that I love the most now today. If you'd asked me this like 10 years ago, I'd have said UGK, but Migos has built up a fucking library.
Catalog.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you that. All right. Number 10, The Roots.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. 9, De La Soul.
I guess. Yeah. The guy from the Gorillas.
Yeah. De La Soul. You remember De La Soul?
Yeah. I said the guy from the Gorillas.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. My bad. Number 8, Salt and Pepper.
Oh, that's another person I was going to give flowers while she was still here. Wait. Hold on. Okay. I'm an idiot. Never mind. I don't know why you said Salt and Pepper. I thought about TLC. I thought about Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Is she in the group? Is she on the list? What? And Andre Rison, remember she burned his house down.
I remember that, but that was not a rap group. They were R&B group, and Left Eye would rap occasionally.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and Salt and Pepper was just straight rap.
Yes.
There
you go. Hey, number 7, Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah. Gotta have him on there.
Number 6, Public Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, Run DMC. Whose house?
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to say Run's house, man. Come on.
Run's house, yeah.
There we go. Number 4, A Tribe Called Quest.
There's a lot of, whoever wrote this, put this list together is a New York person.
Hey,
like all the New York ones are listed above the ones from the South.
Hey, Tribe Called
You
Quest.
really think Tribe Called Quest is 17 spots better than Outkast?
We ain't have to.
We haven't get Outkast or UGK or Bone Thugs and Harmony. They're really that much better.
Tribe Called Quest was better than Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yes, and I'm from Cleveland.
Okay, all right.
In my opinion, I don't think they did wrong on that one. All right.
Yeah,
number 3, top 3. Here we go. Number 3. Can you take a wild guess? Number 3.
Outkast.
NWA. Wait, hold on. Let me switch back to your facial expressions because you said NWA. No. 3. No.
I mean, I guess it's more because they're like historical, like importance, but not because of the music. I don't want to listen to NWA right now. It sounds horrible.
I mean,
like the music is old. It's old. It's like from the 80s and shit. But yeah, I understand why they're on the list.
Okay, number 2, Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, definitely deserve to be up there.
Yep, and then you know who makes number 1, right?
Outkast.
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
Outkast should be number 1.
Yes. My list would definitely have Outkast number 1. Yes, hands down. I had a discussion with my girl Lisa about this not too long ago before this list even came out. And I had Wu at 2 and Outkast at number 1. Yes. But I also see, to me, Migos is too high because EPMD should have been higher than the Migos.
Yeah.
Eric and Paris making dough? Oh my gosh. Like what? And then you said these people had to be from New York, but they put Outkast as number 1. I mean,
yeah, but then they put like 20,
number 2,
15 New York groups in there. They didn't even list 8 Ball and MJG. Like, they didn't even make. Come on, give me a break. G-Unit.
And I told you I wasn't gonna give you the whole 50 because that's a long list. But 8 Ball MJG is on this list.
Paul Wong.
The Locks was on the list.
Oh yeah, Jadakiss's group. Paul Wong, Chameleonaire, and Lucy and Webby were kind of a group for a little bit too.
The Hot Boys made number 25. Diplomats was
Oh,
on there.
I would put Hot Boys like in the top 10 for sure.
You would? Okay.
Yeah, there's a I think there's a documentary out right now about the song "Back That Ass Up." It's like the only song that's it's like the longest playing staying power hip hop song ever. Because like
Yeah.
every club you're ever in ever, no matter
Can
what
still
year it
play that.
is, they play "Back That Ass Up." It gets everyone fucking going.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
So, but definitely the Hot Boys are like instrumental, and they influenced so many other people too. So, Hot Boys for sure. Lil
Yep.
Wayne,
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince made the list.
Watch the Throne. Kanye and Jay-Z did a little album together. It was only one album though. But
Yeah, so they really weren't no group. Ghetto Boys made the list.
oh yeah, Scarface's group.
Gangstar made the list.
Clips, that's right. Yeah, from Virginia.
Yeah, Boogie Down Production. 2 Live Crew. Goody Mob came in at 33.
Goody Mob should be in there too. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
Outkast. They came before Outkast. They like similar time, but they were like, you know,
no, Outkast put Goody
before
Mob on.
Outkast.
Organized
Right,
Noise.
But wasn't Goody Mob already established before Outkast?
No.
Okay, they kind of just came together all at the same time.
Yeah.
They're all
like
friends.
Outkast put on Goody Mob. Yep.
They all used to
Yeah.
record at the same place.
Uh-huh. And did you know like Big Boy and Andre wasn't like good friends when they first made the group?
Yeah, they were like high school, you know,
Rivals. Yeah.
Rivals.
Almost like rivals for rap battles. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. With the Wu-Tang thing, I read RZA's book and he has some cool stories in there. He talked about how he met Method Man, and Method Man saw him. Well, like they already knew each other, and he like saw him across the street. He walked across the street to go say hi to RZA, and then there was like a shooting right where Method Man was standing, and Method Man was like, "Damn, dude, you like saved my life." And then like RZA ended up producing his album, and like all of it, and it became one of like one of the biggest albums. He did everyone on Wu-Tang's album, but like Method Man was one of the most successful ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure people watching know the name of the album. I don't know if you know.
Hey, Method Man was dope.
Yeah,
Definitely. So who's your favorite out of the Wu, out of the whole group?
I think Method Man probably. I like Method Man.
All right.
I like his song he did with Biggie. Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit, because everything you gotta work hard for it.
That was my shit.
Method Man's my song with Biggie. Yeah, Method Man is good. I like him a lot.
I like the meth, but I also like the chef though. Raekwon the chef, man. Yeah.
I was never huge into Wu-Tang, and like I still don't like them that much, but I appreciate it, you know.
Right.
Like, I love the story, and like, you know, they're amazing artists, you know. But I think I was drawn to like Southern sounding rap from an early age. I always loved out. I didn't even get hip to Outkast for a while because they were like a little too over my head when I was growing up.
Really?
Yeah. But I started with like, I love Ludacris and T.I. and like those are like my favorites. I always liked the Southern. When Young Jeezy came out, I love fucking Atlanta hip hop. Even to this day, I still love. That's why I love the Migos. They'd be number one on my list.
Number one on your favorite rap groups?
Mama, Migos. I just want to do. You know how people do karaoke? I want to do a Migos song karaoke, but only sing the ad libs. That'll be fun.
Migos should not be number one on anybody's list, especially if you're a hip hop head.
Number one, brother.
No, not on nobody's list, bro. Not for best groups. No, never. No. 8 Ball MJG made number 37. I thought they should have been higher than 37.
Yeah, definitely higher than 37.
Yeah, definitely higher than 37. Onyx came in at number 40. Heavy D and the Boys made the list. I ain't mad at that. Kid and Play made the list. I ain't mad at that. Criss Cross even made the list. Criss Cross was dope, though. I can't even lie.
Yeah, I remember they had a hit single when I was like fucking 9 years old or something. Chris Cross gonna make you jump,
Jump.
jump.
Pete Rock and CO Smooth made the list, rightfully so. Yin Yang Twins even made the list.
She got her hands up on the knees and know that.
Yep. And then like I don't understand how they made the list, but City Girls made the list, which I don't understand how, but Black Star made the list. And City Girls was higher than them, like crazy. MOP made the list as well.
Yeah, Black Star should probably be ranked higher than City Girls.
Definitely.
Black Star, I definitely love Black Star, the album they made.
Yes.
Good shit. I haven't listened to that in a long time, actually.
Really?
Yeah, that was a classic. I used to always listen to that.
Yeah, that was good shit. That was definitely good shit. But yeah, that is the list of the top 50 rap groups. It's debatable. I don't think hold on. Lisa, what's up, baby? She said it's some village on that list. Yes, Slum Village was on that list. KT said list for what? Best rap groups. Because the 50th year of hip hop, they celebrating 50 years of hip hop. And we just went through the list. Well, not the whole list. We went through top 20, 21. And then I named some people that was on the list. But they had Outkast as the number one rap group, and I ain't mad at that. They had Wu-Tang number 2 and NWA number 3. So, because a lot of people would be like, a lot of old heads would say Run DMC would be number 1, which I really don't agree. I liked how they crossed over, and had to Walk This Way and, Run's House. Like they had some dope music, but definitely didn't stand the test of time. Outkast still stands the test of time, like literally. I'm missing some Village was on there, Far Side was on there, Hieroglyphics was on there, Jurassic 5 was not. Look at knowing your list. Yeah, man.
The Insane Clown Posse also left off.
ICP should never be on anybody's list of anything.
I had a friend who listened to them. We used to always make fun of him. It was like the only group he liked. I'm like, how do you enjoy
Really?
this? Music is horrible.
Yeah, I couldn't listen to it like at all. I couldn't. Not at all. Yeah. But I don't think they did too bad. There were some names that definitely should have been higher up on the list. But they did make the 50. But all those lists are subjective, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so what can you do? Yeah. Give me your top 3. Give me your top 5 greatest comedians of all time, dead or alive. Top 5.
Start with comedian Sean Boyd, number 1.
Hey, let's go.
2 through 5. Carrot Top, Gallagher. I hate these fucking top 5 lists, man. I really do. I hate it. It's disrespectful to every comedian. It's like there's way more than 5 good comedians. It's always like, who's the best? Like, who fucking cares who the best one was? It's just like same thing with basketball. It's like you can't even enjoy the game anymore because it's like, who's better, LeBron or Michael Jordan? It's like no one who fucking cares, dude. Just enjoy basketball.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy comedy. But yeah, I mean, I like a lot of comedians. That's my answer.
That's what's up.
Who are your top 5?
Huh?
Who are your top 5?
My top 5 are all dead and gone.
Yeah.
Robin Harris at 5, Red Fox at 4, Bernie Mac at 3, George Carlin at 2, and the GOAT, Richard Pryor, was at 1.
Thanks for including one white person in there. I appreciate it. Carlin got in there.
I mean, that motherfucker was funny as fuck.
Carlin was amazing. Richard Pryor is my favorite too. When people say like Dave Chappelle's the best, like Dave Chappelle's great, but I still think Richard he's always been my favorite.
Yeah.
I love listening to the crowd reactions to his comedy, like listening to the audience and how he talks to the crowd and does his bits.
Yeah, man.
Nobody else like Richard. And, Chappelle and Eddie Murphy, they modeled their acts after Richard. So.
They did. Yep.
And it wasn't just like when you watch old Richard Pryor stuff, it's not like, oh, these jokes are old either. Like you never feel like you're watching something it's not relevant anymore.
Right.
Prior stuff
Exactly.
is still fucking funny and relevant. And otherwise I'd say, yeah, it's kind of like, oh yeah, with the rap groups, I'd be like, yeah, they're great, but like I'm not gonna listen to like Eric B and Rakim and like enjoy it today. It's just like, but what they did for everybody else makes them like they're pioneers. Richard Pryor was a pioneer, and I would listen to him today. I still do. So Richard Pryor is definitely number one on my list, and I'll put you second now. So I bumped you. You're down to number
Hey,
two.
I'll take it. I'm cool with that. I'm cool.
Carlin's obviously great. You didn't mention Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac, man, that was my guy. And the reason why I put Robin Harris on my list, because to me, he was funny as fuck. He was like Bernie Mac before Bernie Mac came along. Like Robin Harris was just hilarious.
Yeah.
And then Red Fox was hilarious, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
also a pioneer.
Yeah.
First comedian to ever put out like a comedy record, like a party record.
Him and Richard Pryor, yep.
At parties, yeah. Also Red Fox, also underrated. Oh, you know who you forgot to mention that's severely an underrated comedian of his time?
Okay.
Sinbad.
Sinbad, fucking hilarious. Yes.
Sinbad is one of the most talented comedians of our time. Like his off the cuff improvisational skills are like no other. He does,
and he was clean.
And he's clean, and he used to do all sorts of. I mean, he's just fearless. He used to book himself by lying to the clubs. He would call them up, say he was Sinbad's agent. He's like, I'm Sinbad's agent, and Sinbad's going to be performing there tonight. And they'd be like, we don't know who Sinbad is, and no, he's not booked. Then he would show up to that club that night and be like, my agent told me you guys booked me. And they'd be like, no. But he would still go up on stage and just start like reading the newspaper and just riffing off of that. And like, it was over from there. Cause then like once they saw how good he was and he could just go
like, yeah, we got to book you. Yep.
Yeah. So he kind of like social engineered his way into his gigs. He was undeniable basically.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Undeniable.
Yeah, Sinbad definitely would be in my top 10.
Yep. Sinbad was great. Yeah, there's a lot of greats though, and
it is, and everybody's list is subjective. My list is my list for a reason. Like all of them, even though they're dead and gone, all of them never gave a fuck about the crowd, never gave two shits about anybody. They did it for the love of the game. That's why that's my top 5.
Yeah, I like who's really I like a lot who stopped doing stand-up because he got famous in the movies, Zach Galifianakis. But when before he got on The Hangover, his Live at the Purple Onion album is one of my favorites ever. It's really funny. It's like weird one-liner kind of shit. And he's playing the piano, and I like shit like that. Bo Burnham's like super innovative.
Yeah,
musical comedy, and it's really fucking good. That's not even doing it justice calling it musical comedy. It's way like it's pretty cool. I like comedians like that. I like the one-liners, Stephen Wright and Dimitri Martin. But I also like the people who are like high energy, like the Bill Burr and Patrice O'Neal. And
Patrice O'Neal was he was hilarious.
I like the modern day comics too that are out. Some of the famous ones are like the ones that aren't super super famous but are still pretty amazing.
Deon Cole, hilarious.
Yeah, he's really good. I went and saw a comedian last night at the comedy club, Mark Normand. He's from New York, but he's been on like late night, 20 late night shows. He has a podcast. He fucking tours with Bert Kreischer, The Machine. The dude's got the movie out. Fucking just one of the best joke writers, man, ever. Like this dude is just a fucking genius with just like the writing. Comics like that. And there's just so many. For every person like that, there's like 10 people you never heard or the common public haven't heard of that are out there killing it. Because even his opener was fucking amazing. Nice. It's like it was great. So yeah, live comedy is the best.
Hell yeah. Definitely.
It definitely makes you realize how good it is. Like when you watch something on TV, it's different. When you go to a live comedy show, you feel the energy of the room and you hear things and you see people laughing, and the noise is like everyone's in there together, and it's way different than just watching some shit on TV.
Yeah, it is. It is. It definitely is. Yep. Because like just the roar of the laughter and like how it like some people it'll hit somebody, it'll hit like a group first, and then the other group be like, oh shit, that's what he said. And you know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah. Whew, shit. It's getting late.
Yeah.
When I started, it was light out. Now it's like starting to get dark. I'm still waiting for my cats to come in the house, man. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, how long is this episode gonna last? Like,
shut your punk ass up.
why didn't you tell me it was gonna be 2 hours long? You said it was a 10-minute interview. You said,
why you lying? Now you lying.
God damn, my fucking leg pits are sweating and shit. I'm out here in the
what leg pits?
It's fucking hot out here, man. Fucking,
Yeah.
I got animals outside. My life is falling apart.
Definitely not.
These fucking cats, well, some of them don't come back. It's stressful as fuck. They decide they want to camp out for the night. And then,
Right. Be
Hope you come
outdoor
back.
cats and shit.
yeah.
Oh man. All right, let's get into my favorite subject of the evening. Crazy, funny, fucked up news. Yeah. All right, this week in crazy, funny, fucked up news. Louisiana man arrested after shooting at children playing hide and seek. Yeah, fucking, yeah, crazy as shit. A Louisiana man has been charged with aggravated assault and battery after shooting at children who had been playing hide and seek outside of his home, striking a 14-year-old girl. The girl suffered a gunshot wound to the back of the head early Sunday and was taken to the hospital with injuries that were not considered life-threatening. Investigators learned that several children were playing hide and seek in the Starks neighborhood and were hiding on the neighbor's property. And this dude, David Doyle, told detectives that he got his gun when he saw shadows outside his home and shot at the people he saw running away, unknowingly hitting the girl, officials said. It's the latest in a series of recent shootings sparked by seemingly trivial circumstances. Doyle was arrested and charged with aggravated battery, 4 counts of aggravated assault with a firearm, and illegal discharge of a firearm. The sheriff's office said it's not known whether Doyle has an attorney to speak on his behalf or not. But how fucking crazy is that? You shooting at some kids playing hide and seek. Like, it's dangerous to play. Why is it dangerous to play hide and seek now? Like, I used to love playing that shit. We used to play woods tag. Behind my dude's house, they had some woods. And that shit used to be fun and scary at the same time because we would play when it got dark and motherfuckers would be hiding behind trees and jump out and scare the shit out of you and then tag you and then you'll be it. And then after you done pissed on yourself, you got to be it and try to find the other fucking kids that was hiding. Like, just, man, hide and seek used to be the best game, man. Like, but you got people that are fucking nuts. Like, they didn't want, like, on your porch or threw a rock at your shit, just playing hide and seek, man. That's it. This shit crazy. This world is so scary, shaking my head. You ain't lying, KT. Like, you ain't even safe playing hide and seek in your own fucking neighborhood, man. Ben, how long you play hide and seek in your life?
I was gonna play tonight. I got to cancel the game now.
You got to cancel the game.
No, I used to play. We used to play as a kid.
Yeah, man. Like, that was one of those games that it's a timeless game, man. Like, it's like we always tell the kids to go outside and play. and they can't even go outside and play without being fear of being shot at by being a kid, just playing hide and seek. Like we used to do some crazy shit like Ding Dong Ditch. I know it's got several other names, but man, we used to play a whole bunch of shit. KT said his cat's playing hide and seek right now. They are.
Yeah, fucking little bastards. Seriously. God.
Ben, you losing that game, brother.
Well, the podcast lasts 2 hours. I'm supposed to be outside trying to get the cats in the house. It's fucking shit. It's about to be dark outside.
Blame it on me.
It's fucking shit. Went through dinner time and past the nightly news and shit. We done already covered every story in America. Fuck's sake. Fucking listed every comedian known to man.
I can't stand your punk ass.
I'm signing off.
I swear I can't stand your punk ass at all. You get on my fucking nerves.
All right, here's one cat. I got 4 more.
Wait, you let 5 cats out the fucking house to run?
They need to stretch their legs, man. They need to get out.
You better start putting them cats on a fucking leash.
I've tried that before. You could put them on harnesses. They just lay there. They're like, they don't like moving in them. It's pretty funny.
You gotta put bells on them or something.
They have bells on them. They get their collar. They know how to get their collars off though. They're breakaway collars. They don't choke. They'll come back without the collars. They're just gone. We pay money to like engrave their names in them, you know, and like put the phone number on the tag. Gone.
That's crazy. KT called you the cat man, and Lisa said no one should have 5 cats.
Fuck you, Lisa. I ended up with 5 cats. It's my situation, okay? This is my life. You got me.
She over here laughing at you.
Think I'm just trolling all day? No, fucking dealing with cats. I got cans of wet food all over the fucking house. Empty cans of wet food with flies on them and shit.
That's why you get them motherfuckers dry food.
Well, the 2 little ones, they're too bougie for dry food. They only eat wet food. There's like $1 a can. Feed these little fuckers. They eat 2 cans a day.
Then they go starve if they don't eat the dry food. Shit, you go learn to like it.
They get depressed if you don't feed them the wet food. One got depressed. I tried to feed him at once. He didn't want to eat it. I put it right in front of him. He was sad. He tried to kill himself. I was like, don't do that. You're a cat.
Are you serious?
The cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to jump off the roof. I'm like, come on, man. You're too young. You got your whole life ahead of you. You got 9 more lives after this, too. You got 8 more lives. You got 8 lives ahead, man.
He got it. He ain't trying to get no pussy cats. Like, it's so much out there. Like,
we chopped their balls off, so they're not fucking. They still probably feel like they want to fuck, but they can't. You ever see a cat in heat? It's the scariest thing you've ever seen in your life, dude. It looks like the devil. They follow you around with big old eyes and stuff.
They act like the fucking devil, too.
They're like,
I fucking hate cats, dude.
Somebody fuck me, please. I don't care if it's a human being or. I had a roommate. She had a cat. She didn't fix. He used to come in. He used to be like laying on the bed waiting for me, you know. Like, hey, Big Daddy. Been waiting for you. You want to make some babies? Because cats, they're prolific breeders. They breed like crazy. If you don't fix a cat, it could have like 30 kittens.
KT said that's probably why they're depressed, because they ain't got their balls no more. My dude.
Don't talk about my cat's
dude
balls.
Trail say, what the fuck is this, a cat group?
I'm the only one allowed to talk about my cat's balls. All right. Rest in peace. I should have gave my cat's balls the flowers while they were still here. But those balls, they're somewhere in a dumpster. And they're probably in the ocean by now. Isn't that crazy?
Shit.
My cat's balls are in
He
the
gonna
ocean.
say sounds like a black man.
I bet you a dolphin ate one of my cat's balls. I saw it floating around.
He gonna say, okay, I quit. Oh, I'm talking about your cats, no balls.
You're talking about my cats, you're talking about the balls. That's the topic. My cat's balls. All right. So You can't talk about my cats without talking about my balls. And like I said, don't talk about my cat's balls. That's my business. I don't give a fuck if this podcast is live or not. Public.
It's so stupid.
Bullshit. So yeah, I got like 4 more cats just missing. They're gonna show up on a fucking. I'm gonna have to staple some flyers out tomorrow.
Staple some flyers out.
You see my cat's balls.
Well, hopefully you find your punk ass cats and they come back.
Missing cat balls.
Missing cat balls.
No, they'll be back hopefully.
Oh shit!
Or a coyote will bring them back in its mouth.
Oh, KT go say you apologize for Sean being racist, but talk about cat balls like it's nothing.
Sean, wait, what is she referring to? You being racist? Just you
when Nick came on.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh shit!
I stay in my lane. My lane is cats and their testicles.
Man, get your ass out of here. How can people find you? How can people find you on social media?
Oh, on social media? I was like,
yeah.
Don't come over
Not
here.
like your actual address.
You know I got guns, right? They think I'm liberal. I got a shotgun. And a 22.
Hey, being liberal ain't got nothing to do with having guns, motherfucker.
They think they're just gonna walk over here and try to come in my house. Fucking Tony Montana over here, dog. And I got
right.
Like I said, I got cats. You
don't nobody believe you.
I got guard cats.
Oh shit. Hilarious.
Yeah, they can find me on social media. Palmertrolls. My last name is Palmer. My trolling or whatever.
All right. Cool.
FarmersOnly.com.
Farmers Only, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You still on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm there.
YouTube, all that good shit. Palmertrolls. Make sure y'all check him out. I'm telling you, if he in a city close to you, it will be worth it. Go check my guy out. And as always, before we get out of here, we gotta do the close. Something you can ponder on until the next time you see us live on Facebook, YouTube, or hear us on Spotify. And you already know what it is. It's the close. Something you can ponder on. Now I'm going to read this, Ben, and then you break it down in your words, all right? All right, here we go. Your close for this evening is: reputation is what people think of you. Character is what you are. Want me to read that again one more time?
Yeah, sure.
Reputation is what people think of you. Character is what you are. Go on and break that down for us, Ben, and we'll get up out of here.
It means, people, reputation, they think about you, and then, character is just what you are, so, I can't do this. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at it. Character. Here's the thing about character. All right, so reputation, you shouldn't care about your reputation as much as you should care about your character. So if your character is good, your reputation should be good. If your character is good but your reputation is bad, that means that's a problem with how they're perceiving you. If your character is good, your reputation is good, hopefully that's an accurate reflection of who you are. So, reputation isn't everything, because people can perceive you negatively for their whatever reason, their own reasons. So it's more important to focus on your character and let everything fall into place. Some people will hate you no matter what, doesn't even matter. So, you have to accept that in life. I learned that early on. Like, no matter how awesome you are, there might be someone who doesn't like you just because you're awesome or whatever. So, or if you're an asshole, but yeah, that's how I look at it. What about you?
There we go. Hey man, that's perfect, man. We're gonna leave it at that, brother. Way to break it down there, Benny and the Jets.
Benny.
Oh shit. Chris Clem finally tapping in. He said, damn Benz. What?
Palatial palace, a country estate.
Oh shit. That is a nice ass view though.
I have 1 acre for every cat, so I'm out here. I got some. I'm about to grow some shit in the yard. Jesus, you illiterate fucks.
Damn, Chris. It looks like the country jamboree. Oh,
you know
man.
What? I've been on this podcast for 2 hours. His bitch ass just got here 10 minutes ago. He can go fuck himself. I had better jokes 2 hours ago. He's coming in hot with his best stuff.
Coming in hot.
Try to sit through the top 50 rap groups and comedians of all time and have comebacks after that. And with your cats missing, and your house is about to smell like it was on fire earlier. My house almost caught on fire. I got cats missing.
The life of Ben Palmer, Palmertrolls. This ain't best material. Oh, shit. But Ben, hey, I appreciate you sitting down with me, brother.
Thanks for having me, man.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I know I did. Definitely always love hollering at you, brother, talking to you, man. So
yeah,
you already know what it is. Make sure y'all check him out, y'all. What do you say? This is bathroom stuff. Asshole. Make sure y'all check him out when he in a city near you. Make sure you follow him at Palmertrolls. Check him out. Ben, any last words before we get the fuck up out of here, man?
No, I don't think so, man. Thanks for having me on. It was fun talking, even though I complained a lot, but it was fun.
A lot. Sorry.
It wasn't that much. Towards the end, I complained a little bit. But no, I had a great time. I was looking forward to it. I knew it was going to be fun. And, kind of like I was saying earlier, how when you're on stage, you forget about everything. That's kind of like how this was, too. It's nice to have this, time to just talk with a friend about stuff and joke around and, some people watching and stuff like that. So,
yeah, man. Anytime, man. Well, I won't take it. Oh shit! It was almost 2 years ago you was on the damn podcast, so I'm glad you had some time to come fuck with us.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess with the Couchers. Make sure you check them out. That's my guy. Lisa say, wait, what are your cats' names? No, we're not going there. She want to know the damn cats' names and shit.
Egg, Pepper, Runt, Siege, and Peach.
All right. Well,
now they're gonna ask what the story is. Fuck it. That's their names. They're weird names, but that's their names.
That's what's up. Couchers, I will see y'all next week, God willing. Ben Palmer, thank you again, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks
hey,
for having me, Sean.
No doubt, man. Love you, fam. All right, y'all. We out. See y'all next week, God willing.
MICAH Beats.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go.